I'm awake and I do not want to be. I feel like my vlogs are just very grumpy. But I got 5 hours and 24 hours, 5 hours and 24 minutes of sleep, and it was not enough. I have a appointment that I have to be at, and there's not enough coffee in the world. I'm still working on the brim of my hat, and I think I'm very close to being done. I think I have maybe 4 rows left, 3 rows, something like that. So I'm really excited to see the flowering pattern start to show up. I will let you guys know about that when it starts to happen. Me and my crazy hair are here for a little bit of hat progress update. Here we are, pressed flowers hat. And I have finished the first pattern repeat, which is the flower that you see. I think it looks better from further away than up close. But, and I've started the second flower section. I think there's 5 total, so I think I'm making good progress. Just hope it fits. We shall see. The pattern is written for one size fits most. And I feel like with mosaic, my stitches are kind of loose because even though it's mosaic, it's slip stitches and you have floats. And so I always err on the caution of longer floats than shorter floats because I don't want it to pucker or be too tight. So we're going to find out. I have this much of my Colorful Yarn Hero yarn left, and I don't know. I haven't weighed it. Obviously, I have a long way to go, but I feel like I might be able to get 2 hats out of this, which would be really exciting. And hopefully I have enough green to make 2 hats. I have 2 balls of this yarn. Serenity Sock by Premier Yarns, which unfortunately is discontinued. This is a yarn that I used to be able to get at my local Joann's. Again, just a very easy go pick it up in a hurry kind of thing, and they don't make it anymore, so no such luck. Also, I was watching Lisa of 72 Stitches podcast or not podcast, her Instagram stories, and she said that she wrote to Knitpicks and asked about Felici, and they're not going to make Felici anymore, at least not this year. So that is kind of a bummer. I wasn't planning on buying the colors this year, but it's always nice to have that option, you know? Anyhow, that's my update. I will show you how much progress I can make. It is 11:28 p.m. right now. Obviously, night shift, so my night's just kind of getting started, but I do plan on going to bed kind of early because I slept like 5-ish hours yesterday. I don't know, however you want to say it. My life makes no sense. But anyway, knit, knit, knit. Swim from the shark. Exciting hat update. 2 repeats done. It's hard to tell, but I really like how the 2 different sets of flowers are different colors. So this one at the bottom is more peachy pink, and this becomes more purple. I know I have terrible light and terrible angle, but take my word for it. I will show you the finished object later, and I'm sure it will show up better. Very, very excited about this, and I feel like I'm making really good progress. It is 1 a.m. I really wanted to go to bed at like 3, but I think I might try and stay up till 4, so we'll see. Still here, knitting away. I'm on the 3rd row of flowers, about just over halfway. But I came on to say that I just saw the spoiler for Stephen West's mystery sock. The second clue is out, and yeah, I definitely looked. I spoiled it for myself because I'm so far behind. I just want to know. And it takes a very interesting turn, as you can imagine, from Stephen West. I mean, it's not like so crazy that I've never seen him do it in a pattern before, but it's definitely interesting. So if you've seen it, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on that. Do you like it? Do you not like it? I'm undecided. It's 3 a.m. and I've made it to round 50. Hopefully this is head size. I think it's going to be a slouchy hat. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling very good. I'm hoping it's just I just didn't get enough sleep, but like I'm getting a sore throat and headache and tired. Well, obviously tired. But I don't know. So I'm going to call it quits on my hat for tonight. I think I will have absolutely no problem finishing this tomorrow because I'm getting close to it starting to decrease. So I'll have to switch out to magic loop. And so I'll have less stitches per round. And I'm already over halfway through the pattern section. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think what I'm going to do now is try to spin on my drop spindle for an hour. I'm going to weigh the amount that's on my drop spindle now and see how much I can accumulate in an hour. I do love a good challenge. All right, there is what I'm starting the hour at, 49.3 grams. I spun for exactly an hour. I set a timer and I feel like I did pretty good. I didn't drop the spindle once, which goes to show you that just because you have a bad day of spinning or whatever it is that you're doing doesn't mean that the next day won't be better. Very happy with the progress that I made. I had pulled off some fiber from my little roll, which is getting quite small now. And the fact that I spun through almost everything I pulled off kind of shocked me. When I was pulling it off, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get through all this. But I almost did. And let's see how much we spun in 1 hour. All right, there's the answer. 1 hour of spinning, we went from 49.3 grams to 56.2 grams, and that is just 0.1 gram shy of 7 grams. So I feel like that is really good. I used the thigh roll method the entire time, and I do think that that makes my spinning more efficient. Quite happy with it. All right, well, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, July 13th. I'm going to wrap this up. And I don't even know how many more days of Tour de Fleece, Tour de Fleece, Tour de France, whatever. I guess it's one and the same. I don't know how many days left there are, but I do know there's a women's thing that happens after that. And I'm talking about Tour de France. They have a women's version. So I think my goal is just to spin all the way throughout July, unless something crazy happens. But I'm making good progress on my Corriedale fiber. I'm still looking forward to getting that all plied up. Hopefully I'm able to finish the pressed flowers hat tomorrow and do a good bit of spinning. My goal would be to get this spindle full, wind that off. That would be my 8th plying ball, and then I should just have like 2 left. So nearing the end. Very exciting. I'm really looking forward to starting my colorful fiber. I've been thinking about how I want to prep that in order to spin it. And initially I was thinking fractal, but I think it would be very difficult to maintain which plying balls were which part of the fractal. And I also have read many people's experiences that it doesn't help. Basically, if you spin a fractal of that fiber, it will essentially look no different than if you just spin it and ply it end to end. So, or, just on itself, or however you want to say that, it's not going to have the same effect as a true fractal because it's not dyed in a way that the color repeat themselves. It's very sporadic and random. So that's what I'm thinking about there. I also, I don't know, I just have to do some sampling and figure out how many plies or how big a diameter my ply needs to be. There are a lot of technicalities to spinning, and I am not a technical spinner. I just kind of do, obviously I'm a fine spinner, but I do kind of whatever feels natural. So far it's always worked out. Hopefully it does this time too.